Alright. Hey guys, I know it's been a while. I'm pretty sure I mentioned in the first video that I would be bad at this, so here I am, being bad at this. Um, I am now just over 4 months on T. Um, I don't know where to start with this, but I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my changes. Gonna try to make this quick. We are in the midst of coronavirus, and I am stressed out. So it was very hard for me to take the time to do this video, but here we are. So I started off at 0.5 milliliters every 2 weeks. It did work for me for about 2 months. I started to see some changes. My mustache was probably like the first thing I noticed, and I don't know if you guys will be able to see. Yeah, I got some mustache hairs, so that's been pretty exciting. I did feel like my voice was a little deeper there for a little bit, but then it went back up, which was very strange to me. Bottom growth has been slow and steady, and it's very euphoric, which I wasn't sure how I would feel about that. I knew that I would feel good about it growing. I didn't know that it would actually alleviate my dysphoria a bit in that area. So that's been pretty exciting for me. Muscle tone, I have been working out a little bit. I'm not a very self-disciplined person, so I've been working out once a week, just body weight calisthenic exercises, but I'm definitely seeing more muscle tone, which is fantastic for me. Something I have not personally witnessed, but my girlfriend has witnessed when she takes my full body photos for me every so often, is that my chest seems to be getting smaller. I might not notice that because I don't look at that area. It's actually taken a lot for me to even look at my genital region up until recently. So, maybe I should force myself to pay more attention to that. Either way, pretty exciting if it is getting smaller in that area. So for the first 2 months at the 0.5 milliliters every 2 weeks, I was okay. But I started to get anxiety about 4 or 5 days before my next shot, and it was pretty bad. Trigger warning. Gonna talk about a monthly thing very briefly. Menstruation had gotten worse. Mine had not been that bad for a few years, but it definitely got really bad. It lasted longer. I was cramping longer. It was heavier. And when I went in for my 3-month checkup, I mentioned all of that plus the anxiety to my doctor, and he said it does sound like low T. The discouraging part of all that is that when I went for my blood work, which included things other than hormones, because I have bad cholesterol as well, for whatever reason they didn't send my hormone levels. So I have no idea where they're at. Doctor has no idea where they're at. I'm just fortunate that my doctor took what I said and decided to up my dose. So I just took my second shot at 0.75 milliliters today. That is still every 2 weeks. However, it was almost immediately better. I've not had the same type of anxiety. I'm obviously anxious because we're in the middle of a pandemic and shit's crazy. But the anxiety for hormones has not been there. My voice has definitely gotten deeper since I changed to this higher dose. And I don't know, I'm just really grateful, and I can't wait to see how this dose treats me over time. Alright, I had to do an edit because I have a 9-year-old kid who does the in and out of the house thing. Part of the reason I haven't been uploading videos is because I live in a pretty small apartment and have little to no time to myself. So he's outside again. Hopefully he stays there for like 5 more freaking minutes. Anyway, so I haven't come out to anyone except my parents, my spouse, and my son, and a few friends. I've talked to my therapist about this, and I can't fully explain it. Only part of it is fear. I have emails that I've drafted for my management team at my job, as well as my HR department. I just have not sent them yet, and now with coronavirus everywhere, it just doesn't feel like a good time. It never feels like a good time, though, if I'm being real. And I think for me personally, more so than fear, is that it feels weird to me to come out about something so personal, simply because I'm a personal person. Like, I keep stuff to myself. I don't often spread my personal things out to anyone unless I'm having like a one-on-one deep conversation. So to bring it up randomly with people is just strange to me. I wish we lived in a world where we didn't have to do that, where like I'm basically doing now, we could just transition and just do our thing and not have to tell anyone. Like, they would just see it happen and be like, okay, he's a dude now, right? Wouldn't that be great? It's not the world we live in, but it's what I want. So I'm not sure how I'll come out to everyone else yet. I get in these points where I just want to be done with it, and have quite seriously considered just coming out on social media and letting people take it for what it is. But that also feels strange to me, to come out to the whole fucking world in a post on the internet. I don't know. It seems almost attention seeking, and I'm not attention seeking either. So that's been difficult for me. It's something I'm still working through, but I'll get there. Anyway, I think I'm pretty sure that's everything I wanted to talk about today. I hope everybody's being safe. If you can, isolate yourself. Please isolate yourself. This isn't a joke. I, unfortunately, am essential. So I do have to still go to my job, but outside of my job, I stay home. And, yeah. Wash your hands, guys. Wash your hands. I'll see you guys soon. Hopefully. Hopefully I get better at this.